Hello everyone, my name is Maria Therese and welcome to A Couple's Life. I would like to thank you everyone for all your support, prayer support. Me and my husband, we would like to discuss about the dangers of motorcycle riding in the Philippines.
Hello, everyone. This is Arthur. I want to kind of discuss from my perspective of what actually happened with the accident. I remember that I was riding a bike. I was doing the speed limit. Out my peripheral vision, or the corner of my eye, as some would say, I could see the dog running into the street. At that point, I knew I was going to hit the dog. There was nothing I could do to avoid hitting the dog because of the timing of everything. If I would have tried to turn to the left real quick or to the right, we would have crashed anyway, and the accident probably would have been worse than what it actually was. So I did hit the brakes. I hit the dog right in the middle of its body. So it wasn't like I could just clip the dog and keep going. So I tried to focus on controlling the bike when I hit the dog. All I remember after hitting the dog is that I remember hitting the ground because I felt the pain of my hip hitting the ground. Then I also remember my helmet hitting the ground and then popping off my head. And I remember hearing the dog yelp. I blacked out for a little bit. The wind was knocked out of me. And I remember a whole bunch of people being around us. What do you remember, Maria?
Okay, I remember first is the moped shaking, and we got up on the ground.
Okay.
And when I did not feel pain because when I saw you like babe.
So you were so focused on me that
Yes.
you didn't feel the pain
Yes.
of when your knee hit the ground.
Yes, because you are like very pain. You are in a very painful. So like, I forced myself to walk, and yes.
So you got up and walked to
Yes,
me?
like the people shocked, like, wow, you are only one. I saw an accident and you can walk right away.
Okay.
And I grab you and I hug you and like baby, and people, hey, you want help? Do you want ambulance? Do you want what help? I can give you what I said. I tell the people like stop because there's a lot to tell, like
There
help,
was a lot
help.
going on
Yeah,
around
help.
us. And you was cradling me in your arms.
Yes, and I'm shaking like stop because there's a lot of people like help, and you want what you want, like some other people say that like.
I remember you was talking to me and I couldn't respond right away because the wind was knocked out of me.
Yes, and that's when people like, oh, you need to go hospital. I need to call ambulance. What do you want? What? And I said like, can we? And you tell me like, can I
Get us out of the road.
Yes.
I didn't want an ambulance. I just wanted to get us out of the road. Because I was concerned about the vehicles coming and the people drive so crazy. I was concerned about not so much us getting hit because people were surrounding us, but I was concerned about the bike getting hit again because someone couldn't see the bike and where it was at because all the people were standing in the road.
Yes.
And so, yeah, we eventually got up and got out of the road. And then we were on the side of the road and the police came and asked us what happened. And, people were still asking us if we wanted an ambulance. The police asked us if we wanted an ambulance. But yeah, a lot of people were saying to Maria, they were shocked that she was able to just get up and walk. After we hit the ground the way we hit the ground, we were shook up pretty bad. We didn't feel the pain right away as far as our injuries, but we actually got on the bike afterwards and drove back home. And as far as our injuries, my skin on my left arm
My knee is
Um,
starting pain. When the wind blow, my knee, oh my gosh, my legs shaking.
so your injury was your knee. What else?
And my arms, but
Your arms.
yeah, but a little, just small
So the
one.
skin got scraped off of your arm.
Yeah, but my knee, it's, yes, very bad.
And my arm, my left forearm, from my forearm all the way down to my wrist, the skin was ripped off. My left leg, the skin was kind of ripped off. My hip, it was in pain. I thought my hip was broke at first. And then my back had hit the ground. So my back, like kind of more so my side, my ribs. So I definitely had bruised ribs. There's no doubt about that. I had bruised ribs. And I was in a lot of pain the next day. Like we couldn't even walk. I mean, we pretty much have been in bed for like the last,
3 days, I think 3 days.
oh, it's been longer than 3 days now
Yes.
at this point. For the first 3 days we were in bed.
Yes.
But for the last like week and a half, we haven't really done much or went anywhere because it's been hard to walk. Our clothes were ripped up and destroyed. But no broken bones.
No.
And I guess the dangers of riding a motorcycle in the Philippines is a dog can just run out in the road and kill you. Now, in America, we don't have that problem because in America, the state government does not allow stray dogs. You will never see stray dogs on the street. They pick these dogs up. And if you do see a dog because it got loose, you won't see loose dogs for long because the government picks these dogs up. But what about you? As far as your clothes and
My clothes is okay. My bag is very
your
like,
purse got
yeah,
destroyed?
really destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah. What about your recovery? How are you feel now? Where are you at?
My recovery now, I feel okay. Feel okay now. It's like I can bend my legs. I feel okay right now.
Okay. My recovery is I still feel bruised ribs. The skin on my arm, it's scabbed up, and now the scabs is falling off. So my skin is healed. It's still discolored though. But my hip is still really swollen. So that's an issue that's going on. Now the motorcycle was not ours. We rented the motorcycle from someone. And so I did pay for the damages that was done to the motorcycle. The mirrors were damaged. So I bought, he got a new set of mirrors. He got, some stickers replaced, some scratches repainted. But really the damage to the motorcycle wasn't a lot. I was actually expecting it to be.
We are in a slow.
Yeah, because we weren't going too fast.
Yeah.
But I was expecting it to be a lot more than what it actually was. But I paid for the bike to be repaired because it wasn't the guy who owns the bike's fault. And it wasn't really our fault, but, we rented from a private owner. So I paid for the bike to be repaired. And the guy was happy. He even offered us to rent his bike again. But I don't want to be on a bike in the Philippines no time soon.
Oh my gosh, me too. No.
It was traumatizing.
I don't want, I feel shaky.
Yeah. And that was actually the second accident we had with a dog. The first time we had an accident on a motorcycle with a dog, we were on the island of Bohol, and we were lucky because the dog ran out in front of us, but I was able to gauge the distance, and I had enough time to where I turned and I just clipped the end of the dog. It still threw the dog running. The dog was able to get up and walk away from that, but because I just clipped it, it didn't cause us to lose control of the bike and wipe out. But something like dogs, as far as a danger, it's unpredictable, because if the dog runs out, depending upon how fast it all happens, how fast you're going, and the timing, that will determine whether you can avoid hitting the dog. Because sometimes they've run out in front of you so fast, there's no reaction time. And even if there is reaction time, let's say you can swerve out of the way real quick, you might not be able to swerve into the next lane because oncoming traffic might be coming at you. Or you might not be able to go left or right because there's people close to you. And we were lucky because there was no vehicles close to us on the left or the right, and there was no vehicles coming toward us when our accident happened, in both accidents. So that's what happened. But I just want to say too, Maria's thanked everybody, but I want to say thank you for all of the prayers. I do think that it helped us. I think it helped us heal faster.
Yeah.
So we're very grateful for that. And I know we haven't released anything anytime, over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, because of our injuries. But, Maria does have a lot in store for you guys, a lot planned. And, she's been working very kind of hard on some of the things that she wants to share. And, she'll have more videos coming for you soon, right?
Yes.
You want to say anything else?
And thank you very much for all the prayers.
Thank you, and have a good evening.
God bless.
God bless.